Is Trump rushing a military campaign against Iran? Behind closed doors, the Pentagon is warning him. The US and Iran are now bracing for a third round of nuclear talks on 26th of February in Geneva. The confirmation comes from Oman. This comes after the second round of talks was deemed positive, but no major breakthrough was seen. In a post on X, Iranian President Pezeshkian wrote, "Iran is committed to peace and stability in the region." Despite all this, tensions remain high. Warnings to leave Iran immediately are being flashed out. Military movement can be seen. So where do negotiations stand in the so-called US-Iran talks? Let's take a look. Iran has recently said that any US attack, including limited strikes, would be considered an act of aggression. A spokesperson for Iran's foreign military has said that there's no such thing as limited strikes in response to Trump's comments. Ismail Baghei said any state would react to an act of aggression as part of its inherent right of self-defense ferociously. So that's what we do. On the other hand, US President Donald Trump recently gave a 10 to 15-day ultimatum to Iran to agree to a nuclear deal, warning that failing to do so would prove to be unfortunate for the country. According to AFP, the US military now has 13 warships stationed in the Middle East. The aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln, which arrived late last month, 9 destroyers and 3 frigates. As per Reuters, a second aircraft carrier headed for the Middle East arrived at the Greek island of Crete in the Mediterranean on Monday. US news website Axios reported that more than 150 US military cargo flights have transported weapon systems and ammunition to the Middle East, while around 50 additional fighter jets, including F-35s, F-22s and F-16s, are being deployed. Air defense systems have also been strengthened in Qatar and Saudi Arabia. The US news website Axios has quoted US officials as saying that the current diplomatic push is likely the last chance President Trump will give Iran before launching a massive US-Israeli military operation. Iran, on the other hand, still has enough military strength to hit American targets and US allies in the region. This was reported by NBC News. Former US officials, foreign diplomats, and regional analysts say such retaliation could hurt the global economy and drag the region into a longer conflict if Washington launches a strike. Joseph Votel, a retired US Army general who led American forces in the Middle East during Trump's first term, told NBC News that Iran could try to strike oil refineries in Persian Gulf countries. He said such a move would be aimed at pulling more nations into the crisis and turning it into a longer, more drawn-out conflict. As the diplomatic talks are being looked forward to in Geneva, a tug of war continues. Both nations are preparing for a war on the sidelines. Iran's stockpile of roughly 400 kg of uranium enriched to 60% purity remains a central flashpoint. So will the peace talks prevail, or is it a dead end now? What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below.